Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series here on the channel. We left it off at the beginning of February, and in the last episode, we did quite a bit of simulating. I think we were at top of the division for a while there, but now we're sitting third in the division, only 3 points behind the Boston Bruins with the same games played. The Panthers, though, have played 2 games less than us and the Bruins, and they're 2 points behind the Bruins. So we're basically going to be in a dogfight until the end of the season. So we got to try and get into the playoffs somehow. If you guys don't remember, I will quickly show you the stats and our leading point getters this season. So leading in points and in goals is actually Cole Caulfield with 25 goals, 21 assists. Brendan Gallagher, 19 goals, 24 assists for 43 points. Riley Smith, surprisingly, we signed him as a basically just like a depth free agency pickup, but he ended up playing on our second line at 4.3 for 3 years, and he's been doing very well so far. Nick Suzuki started to pick it up again. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, a player that actually has slowed down a little bit this season, has been Jonathan Drouin, but he's been starting to pick it up lately. And then Shane the Ghost Gossesbeer has actually been doing well so far with us. 1 goal, 11 assists for 12 points in 15 games. So we're going to monitor how well he does. We can see also how good Lindell's been doing with us. 4 goals, 14 assists, and 18 points in 52 games. So he's played the whole season with us. So I think we have a more well-rounded defense, guys, than at the start of the season. I'll quickly show you who we have right now. We ended up trading Vince Dunn, if you guys haven't seen last episode, because we made the acquisition of Shane Gossesbeer here, who's playing with Shea Weber, and they're getting a +3, and then Eric Chernak with Lindell are also getting a +3, and then Romanov and Josh Burke are getting a +1. And then the player who's getting scratched right now that we may actually be trading is going to be Braden McNabb, possibly. We only signed him for a year, and he hasn't played. He hasn't really figured in our plan, so we might as well just get rid of him and get a pick in return or something, or a prospect. So these are what the lines are looking like. I think we're getting some growth out of some players, and I think it's looking good for the future, guys. But we absolutely need to get into the playoffs this season and try to do some damage. I think we have the team, we have the depth, and we definitely have the goaltending as well. So I wanted to quickly also show you our 19-year-old player, Shane Wright. He's an 82 overall center, right-hand center right now. So, and then Carson Lambos is a 74. So we have some players coming up in our pipeline here in the next couple of years. So like I said, the future is looking bright, but we also need the present to start looking bright as well. So let's get into simulating, guys, a few weeks at a time. Let's not forget that the the trade deadline is coming up soon here, so we got to watch out for that. So we have an incoming trade offer here. Our Colorado's third, Anaheim's fifth that belong to us, and Alfredson, who's a low top 9 for their third and their fourth. And no, sorry, Minnesota's third and fourth. Let me see how good Minnesota's doing first. Actually, I can't even see, but you know what? I'm just going to keep these picks. I mean, yeah, it'll be next year's third and fourth, so I kind of... Oh, shit, I accidentally accepted it. That's alright, that's fine, whatever. We accidentally accepted it. I was going to say, I don't know if I really want to do that, but because it's next year's, but whatever, it's fine. Ovechkin, who is a low top 6. I want to see his overall, actually. If he's closer to... Yeah, he's 59. Might as well just keep him, see what he turns out to. They're offering a third for next year, though. And we have to give him our 6th. I'm going to have to say no to that. But, yeah, I accidentally ended up accepting those that trade for those picks for next year. But it's all right. I'm sure we have a few picks this year. We've actually gone 1-1-1 so far. 2-1-1 now with a good win there. Anaheim is actually putting Anderson on waivers. He makes 3.31 only, eh? Did we retain some of his salary, or is it because he's going down? And it might be because he's going down, but I'm not going to take him, guys. We got rid of him for a reason. He's a great player in real life, but I just think that in game, he's not the player that he should be. So let's just have a quick look and see where we're sitting in the standings. 67 points, one of the wild card positions. It's going to be very, very tight until the end of the season, so we have to go slow here. Cole Caulfield has 56 points so far. Jesperi Kotkaniemi has gone up to 50, so he's gone on a tear lately after moving him to the second line. Suzuki's up to 41 points. Riley Smith, 43. Brendan Gallagher, 47. Drouin's gone up to 40. I want to have a quick look at Goss's beer here. Just make sure that he's still performing with us. So 17 points in 21 games, so he's absolutely killing it. I might try and see if I should offer a contract to him, just because of how well he's been doing. As long as he doesn't ask for the moon, I will try to offer him a contract, because he's an RFA. He probably does want to come back, yeah. So as long as it's less than 5 million, 5.7. If I offer him 5.47, 5 for 4 years. Let's see if he would accept that, and then we can have, we have Chernak at 4.5, 4.875. He'd be at 5.4, 5.8 for Esa Lindell, who makes actually quite a bit of money for a few more years. Weber does make 7.7, obviously. Brooke, McNabb, and Romanov. So Romanov is going to want another contract, actually. So 1.9. Yeah, 1.9 for... maybe we can hold off on Romanov for a bit. Let's try and sign Goss's beer first. 5.4 I think would be good. Even 5.5 I would be fine with giving him. It was an easy decision to renew my contract. I feel like I played the amount of minutes that I deserved last year, so he did right by me, in my view, perfect. So he actually signed with us, so we have a player that we absolutely needed, I think. He's vital in our power play, and he's been performing since we acquired him, so I don't see him slowing down, to be honest, next year. So I think it's going to be a good contract for us. Now we have a new game against the Dallas Stars. I'm going to go a little slower here and see how we can do. First period, 2-0 down. Okay, second period, can we come back? 2 goals for us. Third period, we get 1, but they get 2 more, so we get another loss here. Not too sure what's happening here, guys, but we got to start winning and before we fall out of the playoffs here. I'm going to do this simulation, and then hopefully we can win and try and assess where we're going to need help at. 2 goals here for Kotkaniemi and 1 for Levo. 3 goals for them, are you kidding me? And then Price has not been good so far. He's just been choking, it looks like. Next game against Anaheim, I'm going to go with, what's his name? Caden Primo, see how he does. How's Cahoon doing? 8 goals, 15 assists for 23 points. Did we sign him for a lot of years? Only 1 year, perfect. But he just hasn't been performing. Toffoli's been doing pretty good. 28 points. Actually not great in 60 games. 28 for Dano as well. So the third line's actually slowed down a little bit. 7 goals for... I wonder if I... No, this is going to... No, it's going to bring the chemistry down, I think. Goss's beer, is he still performing? 19 points in 24, so I think he is still. We just have to... we just need some saves from our goalies, to be honest. So I'm going to try with Price now. See if he can give me some... with Primo now. See if he can give me something. If he can, then we're going to roll with him. We absolutely need the wins here to get into the playoffs. So any player that's going to help us out, help us win, he's going to be welcome. So next game will be against Anaheim. They don't have the greatest record. We're 4-5-1 in the last 10, so we definitely need to start winning here. And let's just get into simulation. First period, nothing. Second period, 1-0 for us. Can we hold on here in the third? Shattenkirk scores and Price is in net for some reason. And they win. So I don't know why Price is still in net. And we lose again with him, so he just has not been good. Ah, that's terrible, guys. Okay, we have one more game until Schnarr, who's a low top 6 and a 6 for 2-4. No, thank you. Like I said, we have one more game before the trade deadline. We're gonna give that game to Caden Primo. See if he could get going here. But we need some wins here, so I don't know what we can do, but we just need some offense and some goals here, and some saves from our goalie. So we've only scored 3 goals in the last 2 games, so we need some goals here. First period, 2 goals for us, perfect. 2-1 though. Second period, 3-2. Can we hold on here? They tie it up again, and they win again in overtime. So we just can't seem to hold on to a freaking lead, and at least we're picking up points, but it's not ideal, guys. I don't know what to do here. So update trade status, conservative buyer. Let's put that and enter the trade deadline, guys. We need to make some moves here and see who's available. So Ryan O'Reilly is actually available. A few teams are interested in Ryan Ellis as well. John Klinberg, Bennington is available. I want to see how good Bennington is. We might need a better goalie just for now. 88. Doesn't have the best stats though. Duchesne has 4 years. Bukestad. We just need a rental pretty much. Super Rask. Even if we can roll like 2 goalies. 86. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let me actually just go quickly find trade for the demon we want to get rid of here. What's his face? McNabb. Find trade for McNabb. A third and a fourth, third and a fourth, third and a fifth, third and a fourth, third and a fourth. So maybe a third and a fourth from Arizona. I don't think they're doing that great. So let's try that. Okay, so we did get something from McNabb, so that's pretty good. Now I need to see who's on the trade block other than those guys. Well, that's my trade block. Okay, so I'm gonna remove all these trade guys. And let's see. Let's just go team by team, see who we can try and get. These guys want to get rid of Shattenkirk, I see. A lot more players are available at the deadline for sure. Shattenkirk only has 1 more year. Getzlaf has 1 year as well. He's supposed to be a third line forward. Maybe we can try and get Ryan Getzlaf to see if he can help us out, help us win here. Sonny Milano, not really. Okay, so we need some maybe offensive players that can maybe help us out with some poise and help us do well here at the end of the season. So these guys, Alex Radulov, 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points. Radzu might be a player that we want to get, but he actually has 2 years, so I'm gonna actually have to say no to that. I think Getzlaf so far is the guy who's winning. No one here, no one here. Sanford, 6 goals, 16 assists. So I think I still prefer Getzlaf just as a player we can get. Dylan Holloway, still he's a 77 though. I'm wondering if we can try and offer these guys something that they'd be willing to accept here. We can offer Zaboro and like a a second possibly for next year. Or maybe a couple thirds for Dylan Holloway. I think we need for sure a player that's gonna, and maybe let me put that Schnarr guy as well. We definitely need a player that's gonna. Ah, shit, what's going on? Parayko, 2 seconds, and Pisani for Parayko, who has 4 more years. I'm gonna have to say no to that. Oh crap. Let me just go back to Holloway here. I think what we should do is we should offer Schnarr and a couple thirds for Parayko or for Holloway. I think they do want Schnarr, right? Yeah. Schnarr's right here. Obviously he's not as good, but hear me out here. We can do San Jose's third and then Minnesota's third for that year, see if they would accept that. There's not too much to deliberate about this deal. I think the Edmonton fans will think we came out ahead on this deal. That's fine. We have Dylan Holloway now, though, who we definitely needed a prospect and offense to help us out in the future. Now, the next player I want to go for. Actually, let me just keep going and see who else is on the block. But I think it's going to be Ryan Getzlaf, to be honest, guys. We were in Edmonton, now Florida. I don't think Florida has anyone. LA, no one really. Mini. Dumba's on the block. Zadorov is on the block as well. But Dumba we can try and get next in the what's called in free agency next year. So Ellis, no. New York Islanders, JG Pajot, Eberle, but they both have more than 1 year. Ottawa still wants to get rid of their youth. Dickinson, okay, not really. JVR though. Is JVR still performing? I don't think he is, right? No. I would still prefer Getzlaf, to be honest, to play on the right wing with us. Krug. Oh, O'Reilly has 1 year, but look at that trade value, guys. There's no way we can try and get him. Braden Shen, Olimata. So these guys are just trying to blow it all up. So actually, we have a chance to get Patrice Bergeron too. So he could be a player as well. Let's just keep it moving here. See who else we can try and get. Finale, not really. Toronto. No one here. What's Amarov? Is Amarov 21? Amarov is 21, same age as Holloway. No one in Vancouver. Golden Knights. Pacioretty we can try and bring back on the third line. 46 points, yeah. But I think he's worth a little bit more than Getzlaf and the other guys. So Getzlaf and Bergeron. So I think I'm gonna have to say no to that. So a lot of players. Yeah, I think Getzlaf is worth the least. I think actually, and his stats were not bad. 46 points. Let me try for Ryan Getzlaf. See who they want here. We can offer Mete for Getzlaf. See if that would go through. Trade accepted. I'm happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Anaheim Ducks. We consider it a done deal. Now we would have Bergeron, Getzlaf, and who's the other guy? Toffoli. Okay. No, not Bergeron. Dano, Getzlaf, and Toffoli. I think that's pretty good, guys. I think that's enough for us. We made some moves. We go rid of Schnarr. We have Holloway now. We traded. Alright, guys. So, yeah, like I was saying, we got rid of Schnarr, but we ended up bringing Holloway in. And then we also acquired Ryan Getzlaf for Victor Mete. I think that's a pretty good trade. I think we're going to end it up here now and then just simulate up to the end of the season. see how we can do. Edit a little bit of the lines, and then just see how our team is going to respond. I think we're going to do good. We have the pieces. We have the veteran leadership here to try and make it to the playoffs. So next game will be against Victor Mete and the Edmonton Oilers. But let me just make some quick line changes, guys. And I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys. Here are the lines. Here we ended up putting Getzlaf on the third line with Toffoli and Dano. You can see here +3 for Weber and Gossesbeer. Lindell and Chernak +3 as well. And then quickly, the specialty teams, +3 on the top line and then +1 on the second line. Ended up putting Getzlaf here as well. So you can probably feed him the puck, hopefully, on the power play. And then we have Dylan Holloway with us as a center left wing. You can always put him as a left wing, actually, if we wanted to. And then we could put Dowd here, but I think I'm trying to see. Maybe if we put Sokolov here. But yeah, Sokolov is not good enough, I think. So we're going to put Holloway in all of the situations here. Instead of Cam Hillis. 77, we definitely need him everywhere. Okay, that's fine. Power play is fine. So, yeah, like I said, he's going to be playing first line center for us. And the moves we made, I'm pretty satisfied with. So now we can just try and finish the season up here. And we're going to obviously monitor how we do. And we're actually sitting 6th now in the division. We absolutely need this win here against the Edmonton Oilers. So McDavid and Edmonton, in Edmonton, I should say, against McDavid in Edmonton. So first period, nothing. Second period, we need some goals here. Suzuki scored for us. And then they got 2 more goals, and they beat us. So we're absolutely not able to score here, it seems like. So I really don't know what's happening with our team. I don't know if I should go back to Suzuki and Caulfield on the first line again. See if that will help out. Crap. Let me see. Let's try this. Duran, Kotkaniemi, Caulfield, Gallagher, Suzuki, Smith. I think we tried that earlier this season, and it gave us some decent results. So we gotta go on a winning streak here. Otherwise, we're not gonna make the playoffs. And all these moves we've made are gonna be for nothing. So first period, 3-0 down, 3-1. Wow, we absolutely just get destroyed here. We're not able to score. I really don't know what's happening with our team. We might just choke and go from first in our division to not making the playoffs, which would be extremely disappointing. We're losing our shootout there against Pittsburgh. We're finally able to score. We beat Boston, but we're still not going on a winning streak here because we lose right back to Ottawa. 5-0 loss against Tampa. 6-1 win against the Bruins, but we're just winning one and losing one, so I don't really know what's happening, guys. 5-2 loss here. 4-2 win. 4-1 win. Perfect. Where are we sitting? 78. We're like a few points behind the wild card position. I think we just have to try and push through here and try and go on a winning streak here. So 2-game winning streak. Come on, boys. Keep it going. Just keep it going. We are 82 points. 1 point behind the wild card position. Let's see if we can beat the Carolina Hurricanes here. 37-33-8 is our record. We're in Montreal. We need this win desperately. First period, 1-1. Second period, 3-2. And we come back here and we don't. Wow. Extremely disappointing here. I don't know. Let me try and see if I can do something to try and spark up the team. Maybe I'm going to go a little crazy with the lines here. We're going full youth here. We're gonna try and make some things happen. I'm gonna put Paling though. Paling was doing good. He was scoring a lot of goals, I think. 11 goals, 5 assists in 60 games. He deserves to play. Defense. It was telling me to do this, so let's try that. See if it can keep the puck out of the net. And then hopefully Price can actually step up and we can get some W's here. Another game against Carolina, though. I don't know where the Hurricanes actually stand right now, but I don't know. It's starting to become a little too late, it looks like. We've played about 70-something wins here, so. Okay, 4-2, 6-2. And with the new lines, we've actually scored lots of goals. So let's see. Gallagher, 2 goals, 1 assist. Dano, 4 assists. So the second line actually did incredible, looks like. And we have 2 more games to play. And the only team we can catch is basically the Red Wings. So I don't know if we're going to be able to make the playoffs with 2 games left. 84. Yeah, they have about the same amount of points as us. We're just going to need to somehow get the W here. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but let's see. 38. Yeah, even if we finish 40, 38, and 8, I think 34 wins or losses is too little, I think. Yeah, no, we're not going to make it. Another loss there. We were winning 2-1 going into the third, and then Price absolutely just buckles. And we're not able to secure the lead there. So looks like it's going to be another lost season with no playoffs, guys. I tried building a good team, but I guess the moves I made just weren't good enough. 7-4 win, obviously, to end off the season, but I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. Yeah, 88 points, so 2 points behind the last wildcard team. So let's have a quick look at the best players here. Caulfield, 78 points, 43 goals, great season. 65 for Gallagher, 65 for Kotkaniemi, 64 for Suzuki. So both of our young centers did good. 61 by Durant. Smith, 56. How well did Gostisbehere do? 37 points in 45 games, so he tried his best. I just think Weber's not good enough anymore. 83. His time is definitely up. I'm definitely going to have to trade him. Toffoli wasn't really good enough either. Lundell, we might be overpaying Lundell, to be honest. That might have been a bad move. Chernak did decent. Romanov, 8 goals, 5 assists. He's an 80. So yeah, it's definitely a reality check. We tried our best to get into the playoffs, but just it wasn't good enough, guys. So I want to have a quick look to see if our AHL team is going to make the playoffs. It looks like they will, guys. But I'm going to save that for next episode. We're going to do the AHL run and then the draft. So let me know if you guys enjoyed the episode. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Comment if you want to leave some suggestions, some trade, basically some trade propositions. And yeah, I'll take that into consideration.